Did you know that you could be living in multiple different realities at once? So I know some of you are saying, how can you be living in multiple different realities at the same time? Well, that's because you're experiencing different things from the different perspectives that you have on stuff. Now, you could be sitting in a room with people. This is the best example I can give. Is you could be sitting in a room full of people, and there's something going on in the room, and while you're watching whatever that is, it might be something that you are truly enjoying, that you're seeing that, and it's bringing you joy. But then something that's happening over here, there's a frequency or vibration that's happening over here, something that somebody's doing over here that brings you the most anger, brings you the most sadness, the most grief. And now in that present moment in time, you're now living in two different realities. You're living in the reality where you're happy, you're enjoying it. Then you're living in the reality of where something is angering you or causing grief or sadness or whatever it may be. You're now living in two different realities at the same time. So at any given point in time, we're living in multiple realities. It depends on where you're placing your focus and attention on. Where are you placing that energy of your sight, of your vision? Where are you actually looking and seeing? What are you actually hearing? What are you actually feeling and seeing from within your heart? These are the things that will help you to focus, because a lot of times when all these different things are going on and we notice that, we have all these conflicting emotions and stuff, it ends up riling us up. It ends up making us get confused. It ends up making us make rash decisions, and things start going in a way that is not aligned with who we really are. And that's because we're placing so much focus on the different realities that are going on that we cannot actually concentrate our energy and our focus on what we really want to have happen. When people talk about manifesting your reality, they're talking about focusing your attention on the reality that you want to have happen. Because once you focus on something and you place that energy in it, that's when you start to see more of it. You start to perceive more of it. You actually start to become more in tune with that reality. You start to become more in tune with that frequency and vibration. So it's not that necessarily you're manifesting that reality. It's that you're actually tuning in. You're actually focusing on that reality, because all these other realities are still going around you, but you may not experience it. That's when people talk a lot about, there's a lot of things going on in the news, or there's things going on in your city, your town, your neighborhood, and you're like, well, I didn't really notice that. I never even thought about that. I didn't even see it that way. That's because you're living in a different reality than what they're seeing. You're focusing on a different reality. It's not that it's not happening. It's still happening right there. It's just that you're not aware of it. You're not focusing on that. You're not putting your energy into that. And it's not that that's a bad thing, because, to be able to focus and put your attention on a certain reality and actually have that intention of where you want to go and what you want to learn, could help you grow on your path, because then it helps you stay focused on where you're trying to go. It helps you put the energy into things that you want to put energy into. But you still have to be aware of the other stuff that's going on around you, because those frequencies, those vibrations are still interacting with you, because your energy, your frequency, your vibration is still out here interacting with it. And anything that you're interacting with will have an effect on you. Anything that's interacting with you, you have an effect on it. So just because you're not focusing on it doesn't mean that it's not affecting you. So you have to be able to stay focused on the reality that you want. Stay focused on, that energy, that frequency, that vibration that you're trying to do. But at the same time, be aware of the other stuff and not let it affect you. Because even though it's, affecting you on a certain level, it won't affect you to the point to where it causes changes in your reality. Because that's where confusion comes in. That's where, some people, you're like, oh, you're schizophrenic, or, or you're crazy, or you have this mental illness, you have depression, you have, all kinds of different, mental illnesses that they talk about. It's really just coming from your focus is split on different realities. Your focus is split on different things that you're experiencing, and you're not able to focus on one thing. You're not able to see what is actually going on, because you're taking so much energy away from that pure sight. Now that filter is happening to where it's like a kaleidoscope. In a kaleidoscope, you see all kinds of different things inside the kaleidoscope. But, if you look past it, it's the actual sight of what's happening. It's actually what's going on outside of that. So, just take some time and think about that. What you put focus on is the reality that you're going to be in. So take some time, and really take yourself out of that kaleidoscope for a while. And hey, you might find something out.